It is when you realize that you are not consuming things, but the things are consuming you. You will go through a transformation of reprogramming your own mind. I too had such a transformation. I still remember in 2019, this new movie, Bollywood movie, came named Kabir Singh. And this is a very intense movie, which, if we have to put in a category of a movie, we will put it, I think, in a very aggressive, romantic kind of a movie. And these kind of movie, there is a specialty that they continue even after you watch them, even after they are finished, and they stay with you for a time. And I came back after watching this movie. That night I had a train to go back home, to go back to my parents' home, and I missed that train. And I was with a girl that day, and I kind of I was in the character, you can say, of Kabir Singh, and I was kind of subconsciously modeling that character, if I have to say it in exact terms. And I kind of had an impression of that character, Kabir Singh, on my mind. So I was continuing physically with her, and she stopped me at the first time. I don't know what she saw on my face or something, because I was totally in the character, I think. So she stopped me, but I was in the character and I didn't stop. The second time when she stopped me, it came with a simple question. Actually, it is a simple question, but it came from a certain depth, you can say. She asked me that, have you missed your train to do this? And you know, the kind of questions that someone puts on you, and it kind of holds you in the moment, and you cannot just pass it, or you cannot just answer it at that moment. And that was the question, that kind of a question. So that question stayed with me for a long time, and I still remember the second event that happened, which in Diwali I didn't came back home, and me with my other job colleagues, we were like totally drunk. We were you know, the kind of stuff we men do when we are totally drunk, and we are totally high. We like party a lot, dance, music, everything, and 3 bottles were already finished, and we still wanted more. And somehow, like, it was midnight, we managed to like have one more bottle of whiskey. And when we came back to our flat, and we saw that everyone was finished, everyone was sleeping on the floor, literally. Although we had like enough beddings, but like, who knows the difference between a bed and a floor when you are drunk. I think you can relate this. And the third thing, I think it was in the continuation, it was that in the end of 2019, I was with another girl, and we were getting involved in a physical act. And I still remember, I saw her face, and something happened. Like, I don't know why my philosophical mind got activated at that moment. But like, I saw her face, and I saw mirror in front of me. Like, I saw my own lust in her. If I have to put it into words, I saw my own lust in someone else. So this year 2019, it came up with me, like, it ended with a lot of questions like, are you consuming alcohol, or alcohol is consuming you? Questions like, are you getting involved in a physical act, or is your lust getting involved in a physical act? Questions like, are you playing a role in your life, or the movies that you are watching, the character of that movie is playing a role in your life? So these are like simple questions, but if you try to answer these questions, these are some questions that literally have shaped my entire 2020. And in entire 2020, like, I decided at the end of 2019, I totally decided to take this vow of saying no to 5 things. And I call it a sacred vow, because this is a vow which each and every religion I have observed, each and every religion, those who are on a spiritual path, they take this vow of 5 no's. And this is a vow of saying no to all the intoxications in your life, saying no to all the lies in your life, saying no to violence, both mental and physical, in your life, saying no to stealing, both mental and physical, in your life, and saying no to the uncontrollable sexual desires which you are having in your life. So I took that sacred vow for the entire 2020, and I followed it strictly. And Fortunately, I got introduced to neuro-linguistic programming that year. It was kind of a new thing for me, and it is seriously a life-changing science if you really look at in that manner. It is also, said as a manual for mind, and it is seriously a manual for your mind or brain. Because when you purchase anything like a electronics item, like you purchase any bike or a phone, a car, or anything, seriously, you do not you get a user manual for purchasing anything, but you do not have a user manual for your own mind, your own brain. So this neuro linguistic programming is seriously a user manual for your own brain, your own mind. And when you study this, I have practiced this in 2020, 21, and still like practicing this. I got an opportunity to get coached and get involved in neuro-linguistic programming as a practitioner also. So I was really lucky to be in a group of people who were really 20 to 30 years experienced, much more experienced than me, and getting guidance from them is a really great part. So it kind of involved me in a deep questioning mode to myself. And in coaching industry, like, it is very important to ask the right questions at the right time to the right people. When I say this, in 2021, 2022, now it is happening. Now I think it is the right time to for me also to share and keep this journey moving forward to other people also. So there is a simple question, like, if you also get into the mode of questioning, I think one question, this single question, is enough to change your perspective. Are you consuming things, or are the things consuming you? I think it is a very simple question, but it is a question that will allow you to move from a compulsive phase of life to a conscious phase of life. And when I say this, from a compulsive phase of life, I say this phrase a lot to people, that when you are in that phase, a compulsive phase, this is the fact of life, that you hurt the people you love the most. And you will relate this with me, because in your life also, like, you would have sometimes you would have hurt the people you have loved the most. And the most funny part about it is that you might not be aware of it also, because when you are in that mode, in a compulsive mode, you are not aware of it also. You realize it afterwards, when you are getting conscious about the things which you do. If you can relate with me on this point, and relate with me on the stuff, are you living your own life, or is the character that you are watching in any movie that is living your life? Are you getting involved with some person, or is your lust getting involved with some person? Are you enjoying your life, or is the alcohol enjoying your life? Ask these simple questions to yourself and get connected with me on this journey, and see you for a long time. See you again, and keep moving forward. Kadeva.